Hi everyone, welcome to the reading of What is Their Problem. Today we're going to be looking at what's their problem. There's a person in your mind and you can't figure out what's going on with them, so this reading is going to help you with that. We got three groups today, 1, 2, and 3. I put the timestamps below and I see you at your reading. Bye! Hi, group number 1, welcome to your reading. So the card you took was the King of Wands in reverse. The first thing I got before I took any of the other cards was that this person has a really fragile ego. And from this place, I get a masculine energy, or a woman, or any kind of gender who is very masculine in how they approach the world and how they approach other people. But since there's the 8th house, endings and beginnings, number 32 here, this person is coming from this masculine and defensive place because of intense trauma, intense psychological chaos and turmoil within them, but that's not something that they would show other people. And the King of Wands is this person that they got these anger issues, and it feels like whenever you're trying to resolve something with them, everything turns into an argument. Like the smallest thing that you bring up, smallest criticism, like, hey, my needs, like, could you do this, I need this to be done differently, this person just takes everything to heart. You know, this saying that I'm not fragile like a flower, I'm fragile like a bomb. This comes across with this person. Extremely fragile ego. Like the smallest push, the smallest touch will get them very, very riled up. And the Two of Swords here in reverse also tells me that this person makes artificial truces. That you think something is resolved and you reach the truth, and suddenly they are like, oh, they say that, okay, let's do it this way, like everything is peaceful, but underneath this person doesn't forgive anyone because they are in this dark place themselves, and there are these like fake forgivenesses that you think everything is okay, but the next explosion is just like accumulating and waiting to happen. Like they just explode. I see. They're a really intense person. They get a lot of issues. They would need to go to therapy or some counseling to resolve these. But I think this person they're in a really negative headspace. And they are not well, and they are not able to work with others so easily. And I feel like you're like a withering flower that you try with this person, and every time it just explodes and you're wondering, what's the point? Like, what can I do with this person? This is too difficult, and then it's making you also behave in ways that you're not really okay with yourself. In the archetype card we have Thief, which says stealing money, stealing creative ideas, stealing affection or other powers you think you lack. So the biggest takeaway from this, that this person could be a thief. Generally, they have this attitude that I need to trick other people, I need to scam them, I need to lie to get what I want, and they're quite greedy also. They are taking more than they need. And you've been a target for this kind of behavior, for this guy or gal or whoever. And yeah, it's almost like a fake friend, that they talk to you sweetly in a good moment, but after all these things you fear that you can't trust them because nothing is stable or sustainable. They're really, really, really hard trying to reach some kind of stability, and all they do is they just manage to explode everything. And the big one is stealing affection was the one that really popped out to me. That you could feel like this person is kind of sucking your love and your affection and your empathy and sympathy and understanding, because you can see they are troubled. But I don't see them really working on this themselves, unfortunately. Or other powers you think you lack. This person could be very jealous because they see other people having a peace of mind, and like some kind of stability and happiness and joy, and they don't have it. So I think that they're very fake. They are like, they put up this front and they pretend to be your friend, but underneath, when you can see this on their face though, this person is not great at hiding it. They don't say it. I think they're very charming and charismatic, but like on their facial expressions, there are these like tense muscles on their face that tell you that this person is not being honest. And I'd say for you, it's really important that when you look at them and you see that their face is telling what they're feeling, even though they are behaving like that's not the reality for them. And then I took these 3 cards for your energy, and this one for your common energy. So for you, it came the 2 of Cups, and the bottom of the deck was Temperance, and they're both in reverse. So I get strongly this feeling that this is somebody you tried to date, and really the emphasis is on the word try, because you tried to date them, you tried to be with them, or have some kind of bond, but it was like, even if it was a relationship, it wasn't really a relationship, because there was never this trust and intimacy and bond, because this person would just like tear it out, and I see you are like sewing with a needle and a thread, you're pitching it back together, but it's kind of making you tired. I'm just feeling your energy is really exhausted about this, and yeah, you don't feel like you can have a good connection with this person. But we get the card Faith here, the worm moon. So I'm getting that this person is not a lost cause, that they can heal and they can get better, but they gotta get very honest with themselves before this can happen. And there is this beautiful woman here who's pregnant, and if you have children with this person, or you are pregnant for this person, is saying that that's gonna go okay, even if this person is having these difficulties at this moment. Okay, should we take one more card? Let's take one emotional healing card just for you, because this person is really hard to get along with their ego fragility. Okay, group number 1. Gosh, I feel for you, but I feel you're more mature than this person, so you're sometimes able to laugh at this and just take it easier when you're having a good day, but when you're stressed out and tired and overworked, then you just don't have the patience for this nonsense. They really gotta work on themselves to resolve this stuff. Alright, we got 2 heart chakra ones. The bottom of the deck, we got Yalang Yalang. I don't know how to say that, sorry about that. Awaken. I don't know what to do is the trigger statement. The true statement is every moment is a new opportunity. Take time today to engage your senses and create the tension that has been dividing your head and heart. The tension that has been dividing your head and heart is leaving. So you've been like in this, you know, there's like whatever reason, sometimes this person is a part of our community, our family, our neighborhood, that we really can't get away from them one way or the other. And your head and heart is getting to this peace, that you see this person clearly and you're able to have this peace within yourself, how to deal with this situation the best way. Marjoram, comfort. Trigger statement is people can't be trusted. Yeah, just don't make this a-hole your model of how most humanity is. This is just extremely egocentric person who is living in this fearful state, who is refusing to face their fears and face themselves, and instead use other people like pacifiers. And yeah, don't make this person your model of how their future relationships or friendships or whoever this person is. I'm getting a strong like that you're trying to date this person, but they're really difficult. There are other kinds of people out there. Don't get sucked into this person's vibration and kind of start to vibrate at the same level as they do, because that can happen, especially with this empathy, and you want to understand because you also haven't had it so easy in life that you feel this empathy that I wish somebody was more compassionate and empathetic towards me. And now I'm doing it to this person, but now it's at my own expense. But the difference between you and this person, yeah, you're both hurt, but you don't consistently do these tricks, and you actually kind of feel bad when you hurt or trick other people, and then you work on yourself and look at your beliefs and what's underneath. If you find yourself doing these kind of behaviors, is the feeling I get from you. Marjoram, I trust my heart. So I feel like because this person is so unpredictable that it's more like it's touching your gut more than your heart, because it's keeping you this a little bit triggering in you this survival mode. But when you look into your heart, you can really feel what is true and love, and like stay in there. Even if this person cannot stay there, you can always stay in love and kind of separate your energy from this person's energy. Your big beautiful heart is ready to open. Trust that you will be able to discern who is best to walk with you. So this was kind of the main card that came out. This was the bottom deck energy. So yeah, I feel this is so true for this situation. Who is best to walk with you? Is this person best to walk with you? How do they make you feel when you're around them? And do you like that feeling? And if you don't, it's okay to take a break, have some peace, and say like, yeah, not this time. I'm not gonna go on this roller coaster again with you, Mr. King of Wands in reverse. Okay, thank you for this reading. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. I gotta say, I opened up this card before I took any of the other ones. The Moon, number XY33. What is that? 18. And I just started laughing because I just got this really strong feeling that this person has no idea what they're doing. This person is so lost. And I got this really energy that this person is a boss, maybe your boss, that you entered this company thinking like excited, this is so interesting, I'm really with the values and the goals of this enterprise. Or if it's not a work situation, this person has a relationship with them, and then you're slowly figuring out that this person is so clueless about what they're supposed to be doing with this thing. This person has so much things in their subconscious. They could be like a lot of 12th house placements type of energy, that they have no idea what they're doing. This person is so lost. They are unbelievably lost. I'm going to go straight to your energy here, because these cards were for you, the kind of the advice what you should be doing in this situation. We got Death in reverse in the bottom of the deck, and then the Emperor and the Knight of Wands came out. So I'm just getting like there is this enterprise that you're involved with this person, relationship or business, money-wise. But the Death in reverse is that you gotta... I first saw the Knight of Wands, the Emperor was actually underneath it, hidden. So it would be good if you could take charge more in this situation, instead of trusting that this person has everything that it takes to make this situation progress in a way that is productive and easier. And yeah, the Death in reverse, like that's the thing that might make the situation go in a way that it doesn't collapse. Because at this moment, this person doesn't have the strings in their hands. They are like clueless. I see their energy quite cloud-like, quite flaky, because they don't know what they're doing. And you have the Emperor and the Knight of Wands. Like the Knight of Wands is to go fiercely and powerfully, take charge and bring some good energy into this, if you can. Or maybe if that's not feasible, just like this, owning yourself instead of thinking that this person has the answers that you need to get what you desire or go forward in a way that you want. And you know this to be true in your heart. In this deck we had the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Like, I'm getting that there will be more than 10 Wands. Like this, the burden of this situation will increase unless you step out to be in this Emperor energy yourself. And the Knight of Wands. Like the chaos that this person brings, I don't know what it is about them. It's just like their subconscious is so messy. Almost like there could be a neurological issue that this person has that they are maybe unaware of, and if they are not treating it because they're not taking the diagnosis seriously. The King of Pentacles and the Page of Cups in reverse. So this gives me this like money stability feeling about what's their problem. Oh yeah, it's probably coming from the Page of Cups now when I think about it. This sense that when Page of Cups in reverse, they are like overly romantic, they are too fantasizing, they're too unrealistic, they are too naive, they're too idealistic and kind of live in this fantasy dreamland in a way that's like not productive in the way what the King of Pentacles is supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be running the business, they're supposed to be managing things, having everything under control. But this kind of dysfunctional childlike attitude is not working. And the first card that came through was actually the same as group number 1. It's Thief. Light attribute is sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen, and shadow attribute is stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. And with this pile, I have a different feeling from this card a little bit. The emphasis is on the creative ideas. That the person they've stolen somebody else's ideas or idea, and this kind of karmic wheel is coming towards them. They're very strong feeling of this business. I'm seeing a woman with black thick hair. Might be you. Nice like curvy wavy hair. I love it. And yeah, this messy. And child nature is tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. This actually comes to me more as this person gets overly attached to animals in a way that's not healthy. Like, could be one of these people that the animal is suffering, they're old or sick, and they refuse to put the animal down because they're attached to it and their emotional needs are fulfilled by this animal. And it's almost like whatever pet animal they have, they would need more space from this person's dysfunctionality. Okay, I'm going to take 2 more cards for you, just as you are here. And I feel you get also confused with this person because the position where they kind of should be as their role in life should be not like this. They should be something that you can rely on and trust and follow. But they are not. They're such a mess. I was just laughing. I almost wish that I had started recording because it was just so genuine how I was laughing at this messy mess that this person is. It's not that they are necessarily evil, they are just a mess. Okay. We got 4 cards here. Let's quickly see. Okay, 5 of Pentacles in reverse, the Moon in reverse, and Strength in reverse, and then 9 of Swords. Alright. Yeah. This, whatever the situation is not going to improve without some intervention. And it's even for them, for their sake, I would also kind of gently, compassionately, lovingly, with good energy, bring to their notice that you think that things are not in their hands anymore. You could actually save them from a lot of suffering if you could say this without making them feel criticized, and in a moment that you actually have their attention, because this person is so flaky all over the place that it could be hard to speak to them in a way that you even feel that they are listening. Also, it could be somebody who is, one thing that comes to mind, that they are working when they're in burnout. Okay, emotional healing card for you. How to survive the situation by feeling better. This is too many, let's put them back. Transmutation, DNA repairing. A trigger statement, I don't know who I am. And this sounds more like this person. Or maybe they are reflecting some of your own things, your own confusions. Also, like I said, that this energy is kind of contagious. True statement, I am. There is no efforting required for this shift. Be present and allow every aspect of your being to transform. Yeah, I feel like this person needs some space and time to get their stuff together. I'm not exactly sure about YouTube guidelines about cursing, but you know, get what together. Okay, one more. Group number 2. Also lighten up. Don't let this confusion eat up your mental peace when you're alone, like after this, and you just feel confused because this person is so confused. We become very disoriented when we try to make sense of things that don't have sense in them. It can drain our energy because the human mind also, it needs this kind of resolution and why. You need to know why this is happening, but there's no sense in this person's actions. There's no logic that's long-term sustainable. This person is coming from the wrong place also. They're coming from the wrong vibration. They're trying to control things in like in a fearful way. Give the freedom, break away from your attachments. And the card that flew out was move forward. Experience the grace of who you truly are. So if there's a way that you can move forward, you can move to a healthy environment, I would definitely recommend that, because we get freedom and move forward. It's also, don't let yourself be sucked into this fog that this person creates in you, because clarity and truth is like the most powerful place where we can come from. When we are honest with ourselves and we can see clearly and see the truth, and this person, whoever it is not gonna supply this truth for you. They are too confused to even know why they are doing what they're doing. Why? Alright, group number 2, thank you so much for being here, and I see you next time. Hi, group 3, welcome to your reading. We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I already took one card and I decided to make an exception and take you with me to this journey of shuffling the cards too. I hope you don't mind the sounds in the background. So the problem that this person has, what I'm getting from this, that they are not able to work on this relationship or like generally work for money because the health is not good. Instantly when I started doing this reading from 2 to 3, the energy shifted, like that this person felt really weak. Really weak. They've got some kind of energy blockage in their system, and this release card, waning crescent number 4, is asking for that kind of release. So if you are asking like why this person, it's like they are not answering or they are malicious, it's more like almost like a mineral deficiency. Could be iron, or like something in the nervous system, some kind of toxins in the system, but something is going on with the health that is also impacting the mental state and the energy levels that they are able to provide for you. And this person, I see those butterflies over there, they would also benefit from you letting go of the things you wish they could give you, so they can kind of gather their energy, and especially if you feel negative towards this person, so they can work on this on their own. They might not do it in every case. Alright, this is taking a while. I'm going to pause the video and come back with the rest of the cards. Okay, group 3, we're back. So, the first one we have, 30, is integration. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. So, this person feels very fractured. They get a lot of parts that don't really fit with one another. This person has a lot of contradictory belief systems, that on the other hand they want one thing and then on the other hand they want another. And this is almost this kind of energy that you're the boss and you're checking in with your employee, like why are they sick again, like what am I gonna do with this person, this is difficult. And this person is not communicative because it's almost like they're a wounded animal and they're just staying amongst themselves. Fine wine. Longing is the portal to wholeness. It's actually not wine, there's an H there, so it's fine wine. And we got a victim card here, so it's like whining and yeah, this kind of unhappiness, and I feel like you are really in this kind of Knight of Wands energy, that you want to move forward, you want to get things done, and this person is holding back and like pushing the brakes and whining because I feel this is kind of lack of love, the energy of love. Behold the world through the eyes of love. So some kind of childhood thing, that there wasn't enough love, and now they feel like they need to get some like implicit some pity out of other people, and like being sick and weak and frail is their way of asking for the kind of acceptance and recognition and understanding. And yeah, this person just comes across really weak. It's almost like their life energy isn't flowing well, is what I'm getting. From this deck we got the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups about what's their problem. Again we come to money, this sense of unable to make their living, unable to work well, unable to be excited about their work because of emotional issues. Like I said, some mother thing, like the mother would only be kind and compassionate when they were sick, and that's the way they've learned. This is not true for everybody, but that's the way they've learned to get love and compassion, is through being ill. And this illness might subside a bit more if you could be more loving and compassionate, because this person is just really, I can see like their body, their system is really dry from the lack of love that they feel. But this is not a person who has reached the rock bottom, a place where they realize that they need to make a change. Not yet. Maybe they're getting to there, but you being loving and compassionate will help this person in the best possible way. The cards we got from the archetypes were visionary, shadow attributes, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Yes, and this person is this kind of almost like codependent sense, and people pleaser, that they are not being themselves, they are trying to please everyone, they are hiding their own truth to be accepted and to belong. And it's also making them tired because they feel like that's the way I can get the love and recognition I need. And they are not being truthful and honest. They are trying to be so nice. They're trying to be really, really nice, and people can see through that and feel they are inauthentic, and it's kind of makes other people feel annoyed. This person is doing it not from a malicious place, I think, in most cases, but it's just from a weak place, and it's annoying other people, like that this person lies to them because of their own issues, and people can feel this dishonesty, and it's just annoying. Like, why don't you have more respect for me to just stand up straight and face me face to face and tell me what is true for you? But this person is so anxious about pleasing everybody that they won't do it. Victim. Shadow attributes are, as we're talking about what's their problem, playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity, inability to maintain personal boundaries. And then, you know what I just personally I dislike the most is people when they blame other people when they cannot uphold their boundaries and think that their own feelings and them saying yes is the responsibility of other people. This is this kind of person. And then almost like guilt tripping other people when they are not understanding enough, because this like depressed, anxious hole is so deep. This person knows that they're doing it, and it's hard for them to live with it. But it's not like they're unaware of it, they just don't know how to resolve it and get their needs met, even like, because this is not getting their needs met, but to get them met in more fulfilling ways. They don't know how to do it, so this is kind of the best they have. Temperance fell down. These cards I was taking as guidance for you. Moon is underneath. Moon has shown itself in every single reading, I think. Yeah. Temperance is about, you don't want to inflame the situation with the other person, because temperance have to do with reconciliation and coming together in a good way. And another advice message for group number 3, how to deal with this person. The Devil and the 9 of Pentacles. The Devil tells me also, like, don't be too soft, be firm and be honest and be clear. But this person, they might kind of be like, oh, well, you know, do this for me, and they might do that, but within themselves, they are looking for somebody to take control. They're looking for somebody to take charge. Be compassionate but firm. And it will also help this person when the people around them aren't just like, oh, when other people ask more of them, this would be helpful for the person. They need a lot of guidance. They need a lot of guidance. 9 of Pentacles is the encouragement for you to feel independent and make sure that you are doing what's best for you financially, especially, and not let this person's victim-y sickliness impact you that deeply. Okay, group number 3, one more emotional healing card. Oh wow, that was too much. These ones that came upright, and this one looks like it belongs here. Okay, inspiring freedom. Trigger statement, I have no choice. True statement, I create my day, my life. It is the time to play. Do something different today to shift your routine. Yeah, also the shift, this routine you have this with this person, the old dance, like, oh, you do this, they do that. Just make a break in it and surprise this person. That would be good for you. And also when you surprise them by behaving in a way that, but don't be mean, don't be rash, you know, don't do that. I don't want to advise anybody to behave that way, but just doing something out of the ordinary will also kind of wake up this person from this slumber. Because a part of me feels like you have been slightly this person's enabler in their dysfunction. Expel citronella. Trigger statement, I am being invaded. True statement, I am pure. As you align with the frequency of peace, the invasions from outside yourself and dissonance within are neutralized. Yes. You could feel like this person behaves a bit like an energy vampire because of their weakness, that they are borrowing that energy from you, and don't let that happen. Just have an affirmation to yourself that I am pure, I am untouched by this, and I'm good with myself, and I take responsibility of myself, and I expect other people to take responsibility of themselves. And of course, be helpful and compassionate, but don't buy into manipulative games. That's what I'd say. And then this root chakra one, anchor, steadying. Trigger statement, I am not ready for what comes next. True statement, I take it one step at a time. Although things are shifting so quickly, be present and know this is a part of a greater plan. Okay. Last message for me, what is coming through. Also, it might be part of your routine, your everyday life, your patterns, is to take care of this person and to be kind of open to this adventure that would come if you are not just like babying and cuddling this person so much. It's also part of not your routine. How do I say this? Yes, you just focus on yourself. I take it one step at a time. It's also for you that you don't need to kind of heal your own dysfunction in 1 second. You can do it one step at a time, and it doesn't mean that you have to heal immediately from this way that you also do, that you enable people and have this toxic empathy that is not helping the person but enabling their dysfunction. And through empathy and through love and caring, you have that too. You just need to know when to give it and how, and when to draw this firm boundary that is also loving and clear, that wants the best for this person. In a way that I want you to find a place where you're good. If this is like a work situation, I want you to find a place when there is work that you're okay doing. Because every time we come from this selfless place, which you naturally do anyway, it helps other people, and it creates this light and vibration of truth and clarity for everybody when we are being honest and when we are being loving. And then there is no regrets that you have to live with. There is no hard feelings. There is just love and upliftment and growing for each party. Okay, group number 3, thank you so much for being here, and I see you next time.